No, no.
I'll do it.
All right, do it. Dang! That sounds mean.
Smooth up there at 8,000.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel. Month of Freedom.
Guys, we are freaking out right now because we are at Circuit of the Americas. Look at this beautiful racetrack. And we are getting ready to drive the brand new Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, the C8 ZR1. So Chevy invited us out. We get to drive these babies on the track. This is a 1,064 horsepower twin turbo 5.5 liter flat plane crank LT7 powered Corvette. And just look at it, brother. Carbon fiber as far as the eye can see. A massive wing. And did I mention twin turbo?
Twin turbo.
1,064 horsepower, dude. Oh, this is an unbelievable opportunity.
Absolutely.
We're about to be having a blast. 76 millimeter turbos. You guys realize how big that is? Like, I've gone 8s in the quarter mile on smaller turbos than that. These things out of the box, bone stock with a warranty from Chevrolet, are supposed to go 9s in the quarter mile. That's really fast. So, but it's more than that. It's a car that can turn and run around racetracks. It's got insane brakes, but it can still run 9s in the quarter mile. So, just fired up to see these puppies in person. Just look at them. They're so damn cool. Obviously, we all know the ZR1 is the king of the Corvette brand. So this has been long awaited for the C8s, but they're finally here, and I gotta say, they're freaking insane. They look amazing.
I mean, hit the trunk button.
Okay, come on.
I mean, what are they gonna? They can't kick us out, right? We're already in here.
I can't, and how about the fact that we're like ripping? You know, Chevy didn't bring us out and let us drive around the block.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, we'll rent Circuit of the Americas. This is no joke as far as racetracks go. A lot of really tight turns. This is a bad to the bone track. Look at this wing. Golly.
Big wing.
I mean, you could have dinner on that puppy.
Big pimpin'. Oh, look at the color on the wheels.
Let's get down to business.
Oh my gosh. We're about to see it for the first time.
So, you know, the Z06 sounded really cool, the NALT6. The LT7, though, twin turbo. Not a lot you can see from right here, to be honest. You know what I mean?
I thought I was going to be able to see the turbskis.
You can see. Nah, dude, the turbos are down low. They got that center of gravity.
Right there, is that? The cat.
Yeah, the
Dang.
turbos are way down here. I mean, look at the intake, how it's taking it from both sides. This thing also has port injection and direct injection. So, you know, a lot going on that's a little bit different from the Z06. It's similar, you know, bottom end wise, but beefier rods for the boost, but a little bit different head casting here.
Dang, that intake looks like tiny, don't it?
It does.
It's so funny looking.
It does look small. Very interesting.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be so awesome.
And look at the airflow through the
I might
hood.
cry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little emotional.
We have been so jacked about this. You know, we're obviously huge Corvette people, so just to get the opportunity to come drive them, it's
Yeah, just a couple hillbillies like us, you know.
holy crap.
Feels so
Look
important.
at that. That's a heat exchanger right there.
Dang.
My Stingray back in the day had a lot of storage in the front.
Yeah, that's for nerds.
On the
It's the
ZR1,
ZR1.
they said, hell with that.
These people want
We got
car.
to cool down some air, okay? I'd rather have colder intake air temps
Absolutely.
than a freaking stupid storage bin. What if I accidentally just fire it up?
No cold revs.
No
all right?
cold revs.
They don't want to get in trouble. Oh gosh.
It still has that flat plane crank sound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds good.
Sounds sick.
Sounds good. Louder than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
The turbos.
Yeah, I thought the turbos were going to make it real quiet. Ooh. Steady. Steady.
Nice.
Oh, hold on. I I think it just closed its own exhaust valve.
She was in warm-up mode. You know, it's cold out here, poor girl.
There's got to be a thing I can hit here to... I'm betting there's a, like, change your exhaust note switch here.
Oh, there it is.
There it went.
Track mode. Oh, you're going to be able to use, like, lap timers and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't really ever get to do that stuff in regular life. Oh, yeah, you got cameras.
I can't believe it's 1,064 horsepower.
Yeah, that's insane.
1,064? It's not just 1,064.
That's a little more than that. They hit 1,000, they said, no, another 2 pounds of boost on top of that.
Yeah, 20 pounds of boost.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
This is like, you know, I think we waited a long time for the CR1.
Absolutely.
The C8 came out a long time ago. But they took their time. They did it right. You know,
5 years, you know?
Yeah.
2020, right? So
I think so, yeah. I'm glad they took their time, dude.
It's
CR1
incredible.
can't disappoint. 9 seconds out the box compared to some of those real expensive supercars. This is way more car.
Yeah, a
Way
fraction
more
of the
car.
price.
And it's
a
way more
Corvette.
value. Yeah. All right, let me rev it up.
Brother, this baby's ready. She's ready for action.
Potato chip all day.
All day. Let's go look at the 26s.
Okay, yeah, because the interior is different. So take a look at that.
Interior. Okay,
Not sure
remember
if
it.
the one we'll get will be a 25 or a 26. That's sick. Oh,
God
the gray,
dang.
the orange, and the purple.
Oh
The
my
Hysteria purple.
gosh.
Dang, this has got Bugatti vibes going on here.
But better because it's a Corvette.
Wow. Ooh, I like the split window.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. Bringing it back, dude.
Quick interior shot on a
This
26.
is, oh, the carbon wheels. Oh, yeah. I like the screen.
Oh, okay. So they got rid of the switch.
Got rid of the buttons on there.
Okay.
Screen's a little more jet looking. Alcantara everywhere. Seats are clean. All right, we got to go inside.
Ah, all right. So here's your intercooler. Where are these dang turbos? There they are.
Nice.
Right here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's room for a little bit bigger one.
76 is not enough.
I'm just saying there is room. I think 76 is great, but there is a little more room down there. Wow, look at the alternator all the way up here. That's pretty cool. Radiators in the back, intercooler in the front, or what's the...
So, turbo intercooling is all the front center
that's what I
rad
thought.
and a little bit on the right front. For the low temp circuit, the passenger side, this secondary cools transmission coolant, and that side's engine oil. So bulk coolant all in the front, then we overcool the others for the heat exchangers for the
trans in the
oil
back.
trans, yeah.
That's a big tire. How much tire are we coming with here, factory? 345s. That's cool. This thing is so...
What the
Widest
heck?
tire Michelin makes.
Oh,
You always got to go all the way to the edge, you know?
yeah.
I like that, yeah. What's the biggest one you got? We'll take it. That's what I'm talking about. And is this the biggest turbos on a production?
It is the biggest turbo on a production engine, and we put 2 of them on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
'Cause you
about.
can't.
Twin 76s, I mean, a lot of capability there. I know it goes 9s out the box, but there's a lot. Like 76s, you can go deep 8s.
Fast.
On a dedicated drag car. Obviously, this does a lot more than that. But
You want to check out the
Yeah.
engine on the stand?
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you see the turbos and everything else
Oh, yeah.
way better outside of the car because it's
Oh,
more
man.
linear.
5.5 liter twin
What the
turbo.
heck is this reservoir for? Earl?
That's
Earl.
oil.
Gosh dang.
So there's 7 dry sump stages.
Oh, brother.
Wow.
So there's 4 dedicated for each of the main bays.
Yeah.
2 handle the either head, front cover, rear cavity, and
Yeah.
the 7th is only to scavenge the turbos.
Okay.
Because the turbos are low and tight,
Yeah.
so they won't drain on their own, right? So we actively scavenge the oil directly from the turbos.
Yeah. And this transmission is beefed up compared to an old
Yes.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
gear ratios, operation-wise, the trans is the same as the Z06,
Bigger.
but obviously everything that needed to be in there to deal with the torque has been beefed up or hardened for that.
Yep. And then same block as like an
Yep.
LT6, just bigger rods and pistons, or beefier rods.
So, if you want to look at it,
oh frick, we should have known.
dude, this is
Have a
my
table
jam
here.
right here, dude. I talk engines all day. So, LT7, LT6. So the biggest
look at
thing
the
you see in the
wrist
wrist
pin,
pin,
yeah.
dude, it's a socket compared to the LT6.
So the wrist pin alone is way different.
Right.
The rod,
So the small end of the rod is really the only thing that's different, and the rod's 4.5 millimeters shorter.
okay.
When we dished the piston and with the combustion pressures, so the top of the piston went down, and we had to make the piston thicker. We had to move the pin board down to make room
Drop
for the heavier
compression
piston.
to like 9 to 8.
9.8 to
something.
1.
Okay. Feel how light this rod is, George.
What is it made of? Oh, yeah.
That's a forged titanium.
Jeez, bro.
8,000 RPM out the box. Love it.
But it's
It's
wild.
so tiny.
It's wild. The
It is.
600 additional RPM to get to 86 in the Z06.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's huge. So every gram of this stuff was huge. So
Yeah.
this guy for combustion pressure, this guy for 8,600 RPM in the Z06.
Now we got our turbo here.
So it's a 76 millimeter mono scroll ported shroud on the compressor side, 67 Mar alloy wheel on the turbine side, and the whole Manny turbo end of this is a custom casting for this engine for the ZR1, right? We wanted the turbo tucked up tight, turbine wheel. I mean, look, we're only a few inches from the exhaust valve,
Yeah, it's nice.
so turbo lag, energy right to the turbo, and with the Mar alloy wheel, we can handle 1030C inlet gas temperatures, which is stupid hot.
So the hot side housing is part of the manifold.
This is all one piece.
All one piece.
This is all one cast piece.
That's pretty cool.
It's
And
a
then we
Borg
got-
Warner, right?
Yeah, it's Borg turbo.
Okay.
And then we got the head. So
Best
what's
part.
the difference in the head casting versus the Z06, the LT6?
So the two biggest things are combustion chamber side.
Okay.
Fully
We
CNC.
added, the big thing is the volume up here in the widow's peak, as we call it.
Yep.
So with the Z06, this will all be decked as the head is.
Yeah.
So combustion chamber volume there. But the biggest thing is on the exhaust ports. So you see it's almost asymmetric, and these outer ports are turning inward, and they're all turning downward, right? We're pointing it all to line up with this. So the head is an extension of this manifold.
Trying to guide it.
Right,
into
and if you look at a Z06 one, these are evenly spaced, and in it, they're turning it up, right? Because we're going up into the equal length headers.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you got a bigger gap here. It tightens up on this side.
That's for length in conjunction with this, with the firing order, to get the pulses to the turbo, right? And as you see, these end ones, they're pulling the gas flow into the center.
Yeah.
So the Z06, we're doing the opposite. We're turning it up into a header
Dang.
versus that.
These heads, dude.
The heads are sick.
But yeah,
Love
no.
the CNC machining.
The intake ports are 100% CNC'd. Chamber and the throat of the exhaust valves are also, dude, they look beautiful.
So they really turned you guys loose to make all
There
this
was no
stuff.
compromise.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about how it was like 5 years in the making. We were all kind of like, where's the ZR1, you know? And now it's here. It looks like you guys really...
Yeah.
We've been churning on this for a while. This is
Did
a
it
proud
right.
piece.
Because as soon as the C8 came out and the exhaust came up with those casts, it's like they're leaving room for
You
some
know they're going to
turbos.
turbo
You
it.
just
We were all
already know.
hoping. We were all
Well, the
hoping.
other thing, and come over here and look at this, that people didn't ask the question I didn't want them to ask, like the oil tank. You look at a Z06, all of these features are in the oil tank.
Yeah.
So there's all this space in the engine and
It's
in the
already
car,
there.
and
So
the
it's
turbo's
obvious.
not there. Like
Yeah.
we've been planning this from day one. And
It was obvious.
the other thing on the oil pump, where we have the 7 scavenge stages,
Yeah.
the 7th one just for the turbos is in every Z06.
Oh, okay.
We just put spacers in there and not the gears. So it's been there all along. And on the cutaway for the LT6, we actually had them cut all that out because I didn't want anybody asking that question. Like, why
Where
did the
is
turbo?
I want to see the oil pump.
It's this whole assembly across
Oh,
here.
yeah,
So the
there
back of it is the scavenge stages.
Yeah,
Then the
yeah.
pressure stage is up front.
And what drives it?
It dries off a chain off the primary
Nice.
behind the front cover.
Sick.
Dude.
And the other thing, which being turbo guys you appreciate, so we have active speed monitoring of the turbos.
Okay.
So we can use the turbos right up to the red line. You need no margin for that error, right? Because we know the speed of the turbo at all
Yeah.
times. So we can use all of it, which was part of the 1,000 horsepower goal.
Man.
Our mission.
I can tell how excited you are
I do.
about it, and it makes me more excited about it. Because if you're the one actually making this stuff happen, it's like I know it's gonna.
Dude,
be
I
good.
live
know
and
it's gonna
breathe
be good.
engines. And
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the other thing, and you'll experience it on track when you get to it. So 5.5 liters, but twin 76 millimeter turbos, right? Big turbos, little engine.
Yeah.
You think turbo lag, light switch, bite you in the ass sort of turbo boost. But
hits.
what we do, no, it's complete opposite. So we got electric boost control, electric wastegates with the speed
Electric
sensors.
gates. That's
Yeah, the
interesting.
wastegates, you got to get underneath to see it. The solenoid's right here,
Yeah.
but the actuator's in the back.
Yep.
But what we'll do on track, like you come
I
out
see
of
that big actuator. Right?
yeah, you come off load, so that you have energy in the turbo, but you're in a cornering or braking zone.
Yeah.
We'll control the wastegate, pressure relief valve. We know the speed of the turbo. We'll maintain turbo speed through the corner. So when you roll back into it, you already have boost at the throttle body.
I love it.
So it performs like a naturally aspirated engine. So it comes on very linear. It's not going to kick you in the butt when you don't expect it, and you can control the power.
Wow.
But
this is really freaking cool, man.
Yeah.
and with it, you got over 800 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000
Yeah.
RPM,
That's-
all the way to 7.
At
So
3,000?
3,000 RPM, you get 800 foot-pounds.
What? So you got a full 5,000 RPM of just
Of 800 plus foot-pounds.
800 plus foot-pounds. Got the port injection up here. What's the mixture like on using port and direct?
On peak power?
Is it just the port comes on?
No, well,
for peak power? or
at
does
peak
it-
power, 100% of the DI and 100% of the PFI are being used.
Okay.
So if you could maintain peak power, it'll consume almost 2 gallons a minute.
Wow.
So it'll suck a tank dry in about 9 minutes.
So if
But
you're
it's hard to
making-
it's hard to hold 1,000 horsepower for 9 minutes.
Yeah, but if you're doing that claims a 233 mile an hour run, she's drinking.
She's drinking.
some
She's
fuel.
drinking. She's drinking.
So if it's the car sitting here idling, is the port injection doing that?
So after
Or
catalyst
direct?
light off, we're all port injection. It's quieter. We
Okay.
blend them together through the mid range, but the top end, all of them are on like fire hoses.
That's
to
cool.
feed
So
it.
it's port at idle, and then they bring in the direct. I would have thought it would have been backwards.
Yeah, but like you said,
during
the
a cold
noise.
start, it's all DI.
Okay.
Because that's better for catalyst light off.
Got it.
Because we do things like we split the injection, you burn half the charge early, and you dump the other charge out to light off the catalyst.
Damn.
Then it goes PFI, but most operation, it's blended between the
I can't
two.
believe you guys had to think of all this. See, in the aftermarket world, we're like, use the direct and assist with the port. But that's just because we don't have time to figure that stuff out.
And to be honest, that's what we did with the LT5 in the previous generation. On
Yeah.
that one, the PFI on that just came in at the top end for enrichment.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's how it was.
That's how it was. But no, this one, we're fully blending them together for all kinds of benefits around the
You
operating
guys
range.
thought of it all on this deal. This is gnarly. This
Yeah.
is a gnarly unit. LT7.
Absolutely.
Intercoolers on the engine, like this is
Yeah,
all
we're
the
checking
this is
that
all the
out.
area you have to compress,
Yep.
right? Once again, in the base engine design, so turbo lag is reduced.
These are air to water, and then they run up to that front radiator.
Yeah, there's dedicated
Heat
low
exchanger.
temp circuit.
That's crazy.
Just trying to look at how we can mod it when we get it, you know. Let's check out this intake a little bit.
Yeah, the goal of this was to keep the air volume low. It's 60% less internal volume than an LT6. Different mission. Like
Wow,
the LT6 is all about tuning, right?
60%, yeah.
Right. So small, compact.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it's so
move the
small.
throttle bodies to where the intercoolers are.
Yeah.
Coming out.
That was cool. Dual throttle body.
Can we flip
Yeah,
her
let
up,
me
please?
let me flip her
Go
up.
for it.
Wait, what's it made out of? It's the lightest
Feels
intake I've
like
ever held in my
It's
life.
composite.
Yeah.
Look, it's so light. We got, oh yeah, tall runner, low volume. That is pretty sweet.
Big ports.
You should
Definitely
feel how
gonna
light
port
this is,
it.
George. With the throttle bodies and the fuel rails, this is the lightest intake I've ever held by a mile.
Yeah, with 2 throttle bodies on it, you gotta definitely factor that
That's, I don't know how they made it.
It's like
Put your hand out.
skeletonized,
Just
dude.
put your arm out. It's like, it's pretty light. Well, can we go drive one?
Yeah, ask my boss over there.
Can we go drive one? All right, well, thanks, man. It was great talking to you.
Oh,
I love
good
your
meeting you guys.
excitement about this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's inspiring. It's contagious. You know, I'm more pumped now.
in. Brother. We're about to be the first
We got
people.
the white one,
to
too.
rip it. Yeah, I knew you wanted that white one. Oh my Lanta. Traction control is off. This baby's in
sport mode.
track mode. This is about to be the most incredible moment of our lives.
Yeah.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. Better turn the AC off. We don't want to waste any horsepower. Oh.
So we're just in sport mode. Look at this gray interior.
It's so sick.
Alright. Yeah!
Dang.
She sounds nasty.
She feels good.
Oh! It's actually really fast.
Holy crap. Oh my gosh, this is
Here's
awesome.
the acceleration. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, she gets it. That's 140, 150, 160, 170. Oh, she gets it. That's 140, 150, 160, 170.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is the best day ever. Oh! Brakes work good.
Amazing. Bro, we are hauling cheeks right now.
It's such a good car. Watch the speedo.
I know.
We're doing 150 already.
We're hitting 170 like it ain't nothing. incredible. This is the best.
ZR1 boy! It just pulls.
I know. These aren't even this isn't even the race package. Dude,
Bro,
that was freaking insane.
shout out Chevrolet.
All day.
How the heck are they letting us just do this type of live action?
That was incredible.
The bald eagles have landed.
Here's Cleet. Well, right about there, he's doing about $155, $157. That thing is absolutely incredible. That was the most amazing thing I've ever felt. I've never done anything like this, these racetrack deals. I thought I was gonna throw up there for a second. I had to get out. It is so fast and powerful. It's absolutely insane. Oh my God.
I love it.
It's insane.
Unit.
It's insane.
It's a lot of car.
It's a lot of car. I mean, she is getting down out there. And it's just bone stock. Factory.
A lot of cars that can do 170 miles an hour on the back of COTA on, what are these?
They're just Michelins.
Michelin.
Pilot
Sports. These are just Michelin Pilot Sports. When we're rounding the corner going over 170 down COTA, not a lot of cars that can do that. It's out the box with a warranty. This sucker gets down. I love it.
Dude, I mean everything about it, but the brakes are no
The brakes
joke.
slap. The brakes are neck snappers. Them things work. And it never got hot. Literally went perfect. Besides George throwing up. She didn't do it in the car. He did it outside the car. We're good.
No, I didn't throw up. I'm good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was my first time ever on any kind of track like that, too.
I forgot about that. That's why I was asking you if you felt like
Yeah,
you
you
were
kept asking me. I'm like, I'm good, but then it hit me. I'm like, dang, I'm not good.
Dude, I'm just standing here staring at this thing. This is my spec right here.
Yeah.
All right, so these cars are on the Sport Cup 2s, I think. Oh, Sport Cup 2R. Oh, wow, this car's going to move. This car's going to move a lot better. Little less room for error as well if we're hot dogging it. Damn, that's a good looking Corvette. All right, so as far as aerodynamics, this car has the same package as the one we were just driving, but this has the ZTK package, so it has a little bit of a stiffer spring. There's going to be more dampening going on. Actually, I do think this one has a couple of things different aero. Did the other one have that?
Oh, that little lip. I don't know. I didn't notice.
It did.
It's very subtle.
So a couple of things with the suspension, and then obviously we're on a better set of tires, so go out there and have a little more fun. I think I did 2 minutes and 18 in the other car. We'll see if we can knock that time down a little bit. And this one, having a freaking blast. COTA is an amazing track to drive on. Circuit of the Americas. If you ever driven it on a simulator or something, tons of really hairpin style turns where you got to slow the car all the way down to almost low gear, get turned around, get back on it. It's super fun. There's a really long back straight, 170, dude. So fun. Plus the uphill braking into one. It's so good. How much? You want to hear the chip?
No, no.
I'll do it.
All right, do it. Dang! That sounds mean.
Smooth up there at 8,000.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, we are ripping these puppies.
Windows up. Arrowing out with the windows up.
Oh, dude, we had the AC on. We were living a life of luxury.
That's so sick.
I was like, oh, we want the windows down. It's way better. Rolled it up. AC's blowing ice cold while I'm doing 170.
Yeah.
Well, that's too good. I can't.
Maybe this is better.
Yeah, well, maybe this is better. All right, well, our time is up.
That's
with the
so
ZR1.
sick, dude.
Until we get one.
Till we get one.
Because we have to. I mean, it's got 76 millimeter turbos on it. Big thanks to the Corvette team. Just feel real lucky to have an opportunity like this. You know, thanks to you guys supporting us, giving us these opportunities. What a cool car, you know, 1,000 horsepower. We're out here lapping it. We're not just like cruising the streets. We're at Circuit of the Americas, beating on it.
Beating on it.
Like they're doing the lead laps. We're hauling. We're full out. The car is insane. We're beating them up. I mean, look. We're having
Molten rubber all over the old girl.
New ZR1 is insane.
Dude, I was
Little,
thinking, my vocabulary isn't good enough to describe how great the car
George's
is.
beside himself.
Oh,
I
for
love
sure.
it. You know, the ZR1 is such a historic name, you know, like the C6 ZR1 personally to me has always been the greatest of all time, and like to live up to that and be 1,000 horsepower and just so awesome, like I feel like this car really does it. So it's sick, everything I hoped it was. Can't wait to get ours and do some drag racing and have some more fun, dude. Until we see one in Florida, like I said, thanks for watching. Do it for Dale. We'll frickin' see you later.